Hello guys, welcome back to another episode here on Mzansi Confessions. Please make sure that you go over to European Confessions and check out our latest episode. So I spoke to this guy. This guy said that he's from Ghana. He is living in Canada. Then he told me a story whereby he was saying that he slept with a ghost and the ghost of his girlfriend. So go over to European Confessions and just listen to that episode. I'll also put the link to that episode in the comment section. Now, the story of today is quite a story which is heartbreaking. There's this woman who wrote to me. Then she told me that my daughter and my husband's son are dating, and they are saying that they are not siblings, so there is no reason for stopping them from dating each other. They told me that they can actually marry each other because their so-called DNA is not the same. Please help me out. I am a lady who is aged 37 and my husband is 40. We were both once married, then we both got divorced. So when we met, we agreed that me and him, when we marry, we will take in our kids to stay with us, and it just happened like that. My husband is always in Swaziland. He works there and I'll be here at home taking care of our kids. So me and my husband, we never managed to have any kids. I kept on having miscarriages. I truly don't understand why I kept on having miscarriages until I just said no, we have tried and we have failed. My husband is quite a good man. He understood because he's the one who told me that with the way that you are having these miscarriages, maybe you can get damaged. It's not good for your health. Then on this other day, my neighbor called me to tell me to keep an eye on my children because they seemed as if they were dating each other. But I just didn't care. I didn't take it seriously. I just ignored. I told myself that I have raised my children very well. They take each other as brother and sister, not as stepbrother and stepsister like what other people do. But I began to notice that between them there is this funny vibe. It's like when I watch TV with them, they always sit next to each other, and sometimes I feel so sleepy and I tell them that no, I can't watch TV anymore, let me go and sleep, and I'll leave them watching TV. But what they do is that they take a blanket, then they sit on the same couch in the same blanket, so close to each other. The funny vibe that I was telling you about is that my daughter, when the brother is out, she doesn't eat no matter what. She will wait for her brother to come back, then they will eat in the same plate. To me, it was just funny because no matter what they do, they always do together. Not even in 1,000 years did I ever thought that my kids will be sleeping together. But hey, life can just shock you in a second. Life just needs a second to shock you. There was this other time I just rushed to town, but I just came back. I don't know why. I just came back. I had this feeling that something was just wrong back home. So I went back home and then I went straight to my daughter's room. But what I saw there truly shocked me. My daughter was on top of her step brother and they were both naked. They were making so much noise that when I walked in on them, they didn't even hear that there was someone else in the room. You know, sometimes this thing of saying that I will hit my kids so that they can understand. If your kids truly shock you, you won't do anything to them. I felt my blood pressure going up. I was so faint. I held on to the door for support. Then I just collapsed. I woke up. I then called them to the living room and I asked them, "What were you doing? What was that supposed to mean?" And then my husband's son openly said to me, "There is nothing wrong about what you saw. Yes, we are dating mommy and I want her to be my wife, and so that you can know, we have googled it up. Me and her, we don't share the same blood, so there is nothing that can stop us from marrying each other, and we don't even share the same totem. I was out of words. I asked them to leave my house, and they said that not so fast, because we are still young and we can't look after ourselves. We will get out of this house. It's like these kids were on drugs or high on something, because I laughed as my daughter told me that, "Mommy, I have some CVs that I'm going to put at the restaurants around, and once I get a job, then my man will also be hustling on the side. We'll get a room, then we'll leave your roof." I told my husband, because when I was speaking with these kids, I was recording them. I then sent the audio to my husband, but I was so shocked that my husband did not even take anything seriously. He just said that, "Okay, I am going to come, and when I come, we'll sit down and we talk and we can find a way forward." But I told him, "When are you going to come?" And he didn't give me a proper answer. He just told me that, "Remember that at work this year, I was promised that I might get a promotion. So if I just leave my job and I come back home, I might lose this promotion. And you know that for many years, I've been working so hard to get this promotion. So as for now, I am stuck." My husband doesn't take anything seriously. He just cares about his job more than he cares about what happens in his house. Please advise me, what can I do with these kids? So the more that I kept on pressing on them, then that is when I realized that these kids wanted to blackmail me, because I kept on telling them that what you are doing is wrong and it is not even allowed for you to do that. You will go straight to hell. Then they told me that, "Mommy, we know that you go to parties and Daddy doesn't know about you going to parties when he's not here. That is my own weakness. I am so dependent on alcohol, and my husband doesn't know. When he is at home, I make sure that myself, I am well behaved, but I don't go around sleeping with different men. I just love alcohol, but my husband doesn't know that I have this dependency on alcohol." So for now, I have separated these kids. I took my daughter to my sister, then my stepson, I took him somewhere. But these kids, each and every time when I speak with them, I love them so dearly. They just tell me that, "Mommy, what you're doing is not fair. Maybe we should just tell Dad that even you yourself, you go out partying." I know that these kids, they just want to blackmail me, but I'm not going to let them do such terrible deeds in my eyes. Please give me advice. What should I do? Are these kids taking drugs or something? Is this even normal for a step sister and a step brother to get married to each other? Please tell me. I'll be following in the comment section. Dear listeners, that was a story from our dear sister right there. She said that she will be in the comment section following up on your comments. What AMA 2000s will do to you will kill you slowly. Let's meet again in the following episode.